Good morning, students. My name is Mona Baseen, and today we will learn how to write a notice. Now, firstly and foremost, we should know what exactly is a notice. A notice is a short piece of writing. It is a formal means of communication widely used by organizations, institutions, or schools to announce events, provide information, to give warnings, or to make an appeal to a particular group of people. So you have to be very particular that whom are you addressing the notice to. You have to specify this thing. So that is why I have written clearly to a particular group of people. So there are certain points that you need to keep in mind while writing a notice. Firstly and foremost, the entire notice is always written in a box. The content must be written in third person. Now, what exactly is third person? Third person means you're not supposed to use the words I, we, you. So you have to simply say that this has been decided by the school management. Yeah, this is to bring to the kind notice of such and such class. So all this has to be written in third person, not in the first person. The only exception to is when you lose an article or you found an article. In that case, you can use the word I, that I so and so have lost my such and such thing at such and such place on such and such date. That is the only exception when you use the word I. Rest, the entire notice is written in third person. Make sure to include all the value points in the contents. So whatever you want to specify, I'll give you the entire details about the value points in the coming slide. So all the value points must be clearly specified in this. Then the maximum word limit is 50 words. So you have to be adhere to the word limit. Don't try to exceed the word limit, but at the same time, everything that you want to convey should be mentioned in the notice. Then comes the format of notice. First and foremost is the name of the organization. The name of the organization, the institution, the office or the school is written at the top. See, I have written it in capital letters and that is how you are supposed to write. Whatever is written in capital letters, that is how you are supposed to write. Then comes the word notice. Then comes the date. Now date, you have to be very particular that the date has to be written in words. Suppose if it is 24th of September, in that case you write 24, 2 and 4 in numbers, followed by September, not in 09, that is a month, but September, September in words. Then comes the heading or subject. What is this notice about? That has to be written very clearly, and that also has to be written in capital letters. Then comes the entire content which I specified, which has to be in 50 words. The last line of the notice is that for further details contact the undersigned. Why do we do so? Because suppose if somebody has a query or something, then that person can be contacted in that case. So whosoever has written that notice, his signature has to be written here. Then that person's full name has to be written in capital letters followed by that person's designation. Then comes the distribution of marks. This entire notice is of 4 marks. First comes the format. The format is for 1 mark. The format should include the issuing authority's name. What is the name of the institution? What is the organization's name? The name of the school, whosoever is issuing that notice, the RWA's name has to be written here. The word notice should be written that I specified in the format, followed by the heading, then the date and the writers, the contact person's name as well as designation should be there. If you've written all these points, you will be awarded full 1 mark. Then comes the content. The content is for 2 marks. So you have to specify what is the event or activity. Why are you actually writing that particular notice? And if there is an event or activity, what is the date and time of that particular event? You can specify the day as well. Then comes the venue. Venue means the place where exactly this event is going to be organized. Then comes who. Who are the participants and who are the organizers? You are supposed to tell that who all can participate in that event. You have to specify. Not everybody sometimes are allowed. So suppose there is some competition, you specify that what is the name of that class that is supposed to participate in that particular competition. And if there is any chief guest which is coming, you can write the chief guest name as well. Then comes how. What is the process and whom to contact? That is why I said the last line is supposed to be for further details contact the undersigned. So whom are you supposed to contact in case you want to have if you have any query or something, And what is the process for registration? Everything should be mentioned in the notice. Then comes the expression and creativity. The expression and creativity carries full 1 mark. So this includes the grammatical accuracy, the fluency, and your spelling. So please avoid making spelling mistakes. Then comes the types of notice. Notices of various types. First comes is the notice of a meeting. Suppose if there is a meeting which is supposed to be organized, suppose there is an RWA meeting or the meeting of a student body. So you have to specify what is the date of that meeting, the time of the meeting, venue, where are you supposed to reach, and the purpose of the meeting. Why are you organizing it in the first place? And who all shall attend? Again, who are the participants of that meeting? Any particular instructions? Any particular instructions means what are the instructions that you want to give to those participants before attending the meeting? For example, suppose if there is a dress code, you can write that. Suppose you want them to bring their diaries and pens to jot down the points of the meeting, then you can ask them to bring your own diaries as well as pens. And then comes the contact person's name as well as the designation. Who is writing that notice along with that person's designation. Then comes, there is a notice of a tour or an exhibition or a fair which is going to be held. Here in that case, you are supposed to write the name of the activity. What is going to be held? The name of the organizer, who is organizing that particular event, venue, where is it going to be organized, the duration. Suppose if it's a Diwali Mela, so you're supposed to write when is that Mela starting and when is it ending. So you also have to specify, suppose if there is a tour which is going, you have to say it's a 5-day tour, we are going from such and such date till such and such date. Then comes expenditure, the charges and the entry fee for entering that particular fair or for going to that particular trip. Then comes a destination. Where are you going? The name of that place you are supposed to specify. Then comes the last date. Last date means that what is the last date of application. Suppose if you want to go on a tour, they can't be waiting till the last date for you to register. So in that case, you have to tell the people who want to participate can submit their amount by such and such date. And if any specific instruction, the do's and don'ts. So in this case, you can also write, like suppose generally you must have seen that when there is a tour that is going on in your school is going for a trip or something, then they say that there should be certain notes should be undersigned by the parents that we are allowing our child to go on such and such trip. So all these specific instructions should be mentioned here. Suppose they don't want you to carry your mobiles, or suppose if they don't want you to carry certain articles, everything should be mentioned here. Then the contact person's name along with this number. So in this case, you have to specify how do you contact that person, whom to contact. So that person's name as well as his number, so that that person can be easily contacted. Then comes the notice of an event. If you are organizing an event, it can be an inter-school debate competition, it can be an inter-school painting competition. So that name of the event should be there, the occasion, why are you organizing it. Suppose so it's a special date. It can be, suppose Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, so you are commemorating that. So that thing should be mentioned, the date, when is it organized, and then comes the venue, where are you going to organize it, the space. What space are you going to use? Suppose if it's within the school campus itself, you can specify in the school grounds or the school auditorium, you can specify that. The time of the event should be mentioned very clearly, along with the eligibility, the essential qualifications and the awards. Who all are eligible to attend that particular event. Suppose if there is a painting competition, like I gave you an example. So if it is divided into certain number of categories, suppose from 5 to 8, this is the category that you have to make a painting on, and if there are any awards, you are supposed to write that as well. What is the registration fee? You have to specify if somebody wants to actually participate, if there is any registration fee at all. So you have to specify all these certain things. Any specific instructions? Again, let us take the same example. Suppose if there is a painting competition, any specific instructions? So you bring your own paints. All these things can be mentioned here. The contact person's name and contact number is a must. You're supposed to tell how the person can be contacted and whom to be contacted in case of any query. Then comes a notice of lost and found. This kind of notice you write when, suppose if you've lost an article or you found somebody's article and you want to return it to somebody. So what exactly did you lose, or what exactly did you find? So you have to specify that. You have to specify the date. When did you find it or when did you lose it? Where did you lose it? And the time, approximate time, when did you find it or lost it. Identification marks, the color of that particular, suppose it's a wallet, so it's a black color or a brown color, you have to mention that, and the brand of that particular article. Whom to contact in case of it is lost or in case if it is found, and when and where to contact. If there is a specific time that you want that person to contact you, then you can specify that as well. And in case you have lost something, you should definitely promise a reward. So one line specifying that finders will be suitably rewarded should be written. Then comes an example that I have given you. Now this is the question. As a principal of Kendriya Vidyalaya Kanpur, write a notice in about 50 words informing the students of class 12 that their biology paper in first term examination has been postponed. Give a reason for the change. Now this person has not specified that when was the paper and what is a new date and what is the reason for the postponement. So you have to tell exactly, all these things should be mentioned. You have to assume this thing that the children already know about it, and we expect the students to write all this information. So how do you attempt this question? Firstly and foremost, you write the name of the institution. Then comes the word notice, and then comes the date, then comes what exactly you want to specify, that is class 12 biology paper postponed. So how do you begin it? This is to inform students of class 12. That is why I said you have to specify the target audience. Whom are you writing the notice to? Class 12, that their first term biology exam scheduled for 29 July shall now be conducted on 5th August, as 29 July has been declared a gazetted holiday. So you have to specify the reason also why this particular paper has been postponed. Apart from this change, the first term examination date sheet remains the same. So students should not come and contact you. What about the rest of the exams? Are they are they going to be held on the same date or not? So all these queries should be clearly subdued by writing this line. The first term examination date sheet remains the same. So all those know. So the rest of the exams will be as planned. Only the biology paper has been changed. Then comes the signature, the full name of the and title of the principal. Hope you've understood notice. Happy learning. Thank you.